College Algebra Lesson 9.5. This is the exact notes that I have sent you in an email. Piecewise linear functions. Some of these little notices on the top of these about how many problems are in the homework assignment and this and that may be off a little because I've tweaked these assignments in the last couple of years. Absolute value functions are piecewise functions because their graphs are made up of parts of two lines. We're going to graph them by this formula. Y equals A times x minus h for the absolute value of x minus h plus k. Absolute value graphs have a V shape. H comma k is the point of the V, kind of like the vertex of a parabola. I will refer to it as the vertex. On problems 1 through 6 on homework, use your calculator. This says you can skip number 12. I don't know if that's still true or not. You just go through there and work the homework and don't worry about this skip number 12. I don't know if that still applies. Graph f of x equals x minus 2 plus 3. The vertex is 2, 3. This opens up. We're going to use our calculator and we're going to graph this. Go to y equals. Clear off any equations that you have in there. In order to put this absolute value, we're going to go math. Going over to number. ABS is highlighted. Press enter. X minus 2. Close parentheses. Plus 3. And then graph. We see a V-shaped graph that opens up, has vertex at 2, 3. This is an example of a piecewise function. These problems on homework are multiple choice. When you've done that with your calculator, you just choose A, B, C, D, whichever is the correct answer. Number 7 on homework. Use the piecewise function to find the following. Find f of negative 4 if f of x is 2 minus 4x if x is less than or equal to 2, 4x if 2 is less than x is less than 5, 5x plus 5 if x is greater than or equal to 5. There are some homework problems like this on the assignment. I don't know if number 7 is still one or if it's later on in the assignment, but when it says find f of negative 4, we look at this number that's in the parentheses, we look at these inequalities, we decide which of these 3 expressions to substitute that negative 4 into. Since negative 4 is less than or equal to 2, we're going to substitute negative 4 in place of x into this function. We've got 2 minus 4 times negative 4. 2 plus 16 is 18. Answer is 18. These are really easy. Using that same function, find f of 4. Since 4 is less than, since 4 is between 2 and 5, 4 is greater than 2 and less than 5, we will use the second expression. Substitute 4 in place of x right here. 4 times 4 is 16. Answer is 16. Find f of 7. 7 is greater than 5. Substitute 7 into the last expression. 35 plus 5 is 40. Got my answer. So you're just looking at these numbers and deciding which one of these expressions to substitute that into for the value of x. Number 8, graph f of x equals x minus 1 if x is less than or equal to 3, and 2 if x is greater than 3. We're going to graph this piecewise function. The number that's given out here in the inequality is our boundary. So you're going to draw a coordinate axis. You're going to put a dotted line at this number that they've given you in this inequality, a dotted vertical line. You're going to make a table for each of these. You're going to put x on the left and y equals the expression on the right. I did that for that first one. I'm going to do it for the second one. It takes 2 points to draw a line, so I'm going to use 3 for the first value for x in each of these tables. Since this says less than or equal to 3, my next number that I choose for table 1 is 2. This one says greater than 3, so I'm going to choose 4. When I substitute these values for x in this expression, I have 3, 2, and I have 2, 1. This will give me 3, 2, and 4, 2. I'm now ready to draw my lines. Use just these two ordered pairs from your first table. Go over 3 and up 2. Make a solid dot because that line has that inequality has a bar under it. Over 3 and up 2, solid dot. Over 2 and up 1. Over 2 and up 1. Now then, I can draw a line through those 2 points, but I can't cross my boundary. I've got to stop right there. For that second table, I go over 3 and up 2, and this time I make an open circle because this does not have a bar under it. It is just x is greater than 3. Now I go over 4 and up 2 right here. I have now drawn my piecewise function, and it really wasn't as hard as it looked.